This is London.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LDN Capital TV with me, John Atkins, your commentator for the hour. Making his way to the ring now, your new LDN British Heavyweight Champion, Yorghos Christopoulos. And the fans here at the All Saints Arts Centre right here in Totteridge are delighted to see the new champion. Of course, we saw him defeat John Ritchie just a couple of weeks ago right here on Capital TV, and he is making his first public appearance as the new LDN champion. And LDN owner Mr. Sanjay Bagga presenting Yorghos with the big gold belt.
Heavyweight champion. But none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for the support of each and every one of you out here tonight. And I love you and thank you all for it. And more importantly, Yorghos.
Hold on just a second, fans. That's Tex Benedict, a former LDN champion.
If it wasn't for the support of each and every one of you, if it wasn't for each and every one of you, standing here, staring the new LDN champion in the face, with one question for you. Yorghos, are you a fighting champion?
I think we all know the answer to that one, fans.
Come on, we're not talking Greek here. Alpha, Gamma, Beta, Theta, Delta. I'm asking you, are you a fighting champion? You want to know if I'm a fighting champion? Why don't you come and find out? That is the answer I was looking for. So for everybody here, on channel 427, the Fight Network. You're going to see Yorghos Christopoulos versus the American hero, Tex Benedict, for the LDN British Heavyweight Championship. Now get out of my face before I smash it.
Well, fans, we are here at the All Saints Arts Centre in Totteridge, and here is the former LDN British champion, the notorious John Ritchie. Now, apparently going under the name of Gentleman John Ritchie. He lost the belt to Yorghos just a couple of weeks ago, right here on Capital TV. But he is back, and he is ready for more action here in LDN, taking on tonight Jimmy Starr. Now, we saw just moments ago the new champion, Yorghos, the man who defeated Ritchie. He came out to give a big thank you to the fans here in Totteridge, and you watching at home on the Fight Network. Thank you for all the help you've given over the last year and the support and encouragement that enabled him to win the championship belt from John Ritchie. And he was rather rudely interrupted by Tex Benedict himself, a former LDN champion. Now, Benedict wanted to know, are you a fighting champion? And Yorghos said, you want to know if I'm a fighting champion? Well, you better find out in the ring. A matchup has been signed, and we will see that next week here on LDN Capital TV. That has just been confirmed in the last few moments. Next week, we will see Yorghos put his LDN British Championship on the line against Tex Benedict. So that is going to be a matchup you will not want to miss. Right now, though, making his way to the ring, the youngster and a newcomer here on LDN, Jimmy Starr. And I can tell you, I don't know much about this young man, but he is going to have his hands full with a former LDN champion, John Ritchie, who is going to have revenge on his mind. John Ritchie, of course, held the LDN British Championship for over a year. And he was not happy about relinquishing that championship title to Yorghos. And I am sure he'll be looking to get that back in the near future. And of course, as we just heard, Yorghos himself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is made over an 18-minute time limit, and that's over Spirit Wrestling rules of 6 3-minute rounds with 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first on my right, coming out of the red corner, from Kingsley, Norfolk, weighing in at 13 stone, 9 pounds, please welcome Jimmy Starr. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent on my left, coming out of the blue corner, hailing from the East End of London, and weighing in at 14.5 stone. He is the former LDN British heavyweight champion, the notorious Mr. John. Beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, I got it wrong. Once again, please welcome the former LDN British champion, gentleman, never in a million years, John Ritchie.
With the times this morning, I'm a gentleman. You better respect that, then.
Well, John Ritchie insisting he's a reformed character, but his actions speak otherwise. I guess we'll find out when the bell rings in this Spirit Rules matchup. 6 3-minute rounds, 2 pinfalls, 2 submissions, or a knockout will decide the winner. In this week's opening contest, the notorious John Ritchie and Jimmy Starr, one-on-one here on Capital TV on the Fight Network.
These are dangerous days. These are dangerous days.
Within the month, I have been told that John Ritchie will be receiving a rematch, as Yorghos will be facing Tex Benedict for the belt next week here on Capital TV. So plenty of great action coming up over the weeks and months here on the Fight Network and here on LDN Capital TV. Right now, the former champs in action, round 1, John Ritchie versus Jimmy Starr. And our official for the evening, Mr. Chris Roberts, making sure that John Ritchie is well aware of the rules. And he certainly should be by now. As I mentioned on his way to the ring, the man held the LDN Championship belt from the very start of 2007 until just a couple of short weeks ago.
John Ritchie has said that tonight he's in the ring working with a headache, and could you please keep the noise down?
Well, the fans, they've bought their tickets, they've paid their money, they are under no obligation to concede to John Ritchie's requests. And indeed, I wouldn't be surprised if it was merely mind games on the part of the former champion to lull the newcomer Jimmy Starr into a full sense of security. Indeed, he takes Starr down to the mat. Side headlock there on Starr, takes him down. The shoulders are up. Starr looking for an escape. May be able to get a reversal if he can just get that right leg up, but Ritchie's got that hold on very tightly. Starr back up to his knees. And a nice headstand reversal there. Just slips out of the grasp of John Ritchie. And Ritchie may have taken this youngster lightly. Coming up later tonight, we will see Tex Benedict in action. He'll be taking on the Scotch sensation Lionheart Blair later tonight. And of course, next week, Benedict will face Yorghos for the championship. But right now, John Ritchie and Jimmy Starr putting on a wrestling clinic. Fireman's carry takedown. There it is. Here's a cover. And in the first round, the newcomer Jimmy Starr gets a 1-2-3 pinfall over the former champion, gentleman John Ritchie. And Ritchie can't believe it, and quite frankly, neither can I. This has got to be a dream scenario for the young Jimmy Starr. Scoring a pinfall over the former champ in less than 3 minutes. What an unbelievable start here for this youngster. Ritchie back to his corner. And he appears to be complaining to the referee about something, but Jimmy Starr got him 1-2-3 bang in the middle of the ring. Fireman's carry takedown, went for that lateral press cover. Both the shoulders were down, and Ritchie must have been caught off guard.
Seconds away, round 2.
And so we go into the second round. And this young man, Jimmy Starr, who has come out of nowhere, is one fall up on the man who held the LDN Championship belt for over 14 months. And Ritchie isn't playing anymore. That is the impression I'm getting now. Ritchie has come out fighting. Oh, Starr catches him off guard again. Another cover. The legs are hooked. And John Ritchie this time not in the middle of the ring, but close enough to the bottom rope to get his foot up. And the pinfall is broken up there. But Jimmy Starr showing that he means business. In this, the opening contest of this week's Capital TV. The only British wrestling show currently on TV anywhere in the world. Collar and elbow tie up there. Starr gets the upper hand, whips Ritchie off the ropes. Ritchie comes off, and a nice arm drag takedown. And Ritchie to the outside. And he is holding that lower back. And he seems quite flummoxed by the wrestling prowess of Jimmy Starr here at the All Saints Art Centre in Tosseridge. And what a crowd we've got on hand for you tonight. Jimmy Starr with the 1-fall advantage. And John Ritchie in no hurry apparently to get back into the ring to fight him. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing for the former champion. And a kick to the backside for good measure from Jimmy Starr. And Ritchie's going to have sore buttocks after that one. And these fans in Todridge, they are not giving up any on John Ritchie. They are really letting him have it. The supposed gentleman of British wrestling. He is showing his true colours here tonight. The referee presumably giving him to the count of 10 to get back to his feet. And Ritchie's up and he's down again to his knees. And this has got to be frustrating for Jimmy Starr, who wants to capitalise on that one full advantage that he's got over John Ritchie. If there's one thing that Starr cannot do, it's rest on his laurels. He has done something that a lot of people have never been able to do, and that is pin John Ritchie for the 1-2-3. But of course, it's a Spirit Rules matchup, and you need 2 falls to defeat your opponent. Ritchie takes down Starr with a couple of kicks to the side of the leg. European uppercut, and another one. Oh, a backslide from Jimmy Starr out of nowhere. And John Ritchie again caught unawares and rolls through into that corner like nobody's business. And so far, Jimmy Starr very impressive. He scored the pinfall victory in the first round in under 3 minutes, and he came very close to upsetting Ritchie for a second time, just in the closing seconds of round 2. Both men now back to their corners. And John Ritchie looking quite exhausted by the exertions of the opening rounds of this contest. And he is taking out his frustrations on the referee.
The referee is gentleman. John Ritchie, his first public warning.
And rightly so there, a public warning for gentleman John Ritchie in between rounds for aggravated assault on our official Chris Roberts. And give Chris Roberts all the credit in the world. He won't be intimidated by the gentleman John Ritchie. The bell rings and round 3 gets underway. Ritchie, I think, looking for the handshake. And the inexperience of Jimmy Starr may be showing up here. He's asking the fans' advice. And it was a big mistake there on the part of Starr. Kick to the inner thigh. And a big fistful of hair. And he whipped him over. And the referee, I think, saw that. And a second public warning for gentleman John Ritchie. And from now on in, he has got to be on his best behaviour, or he is going to face losing the second fall by disqualification. And Jimmy Starr, who was so full of energy just moments ago, has really had the stuffing knocked out of him in the opening moments of round 3. Blow to the stomach, snapmare takedown. Oh, and a stomp to the skull. And the fans solidly behind Jimmy Starr. Big drop kick there from John Ritchie. And let's not forget, Jimmy Starr has got a 1 full advantage in this matchup. But how long can he keep it up for? A European uppercut and a leg drop. And I don't know how much more action Jimmy Starr can take. I am surprised indeed that Ritchie didn't go for the cover on that occasion. Instead, he is letting Starr back up to his feet. And that is an arrogant decision to make, and one that Ritchie may live to regret. Roberts trying to get some room for young Jimmy Starr to get up, and Ritchie using his own body to shield his actions from the referee. Starr trying to get some feeling back into his left hand. He has taken quite a beating in this round, but he's back up to his feet. But he tastes an elbow to the sternum for good measure. And a couple of handfuls of hair, another takedown by the hair, and a big leg drop there from Ritchie. And again, Ritchie not going for that cover. Instead, preferring to continue to dish out punishment to young Jimmy Starr. Starr clutching that left leg. I believe he may have suffered a hamstring injury. He is certainly in a great deal of pain anyway. Staggering back up to his feet, the fans solidly behind him. But with one wheel, there's only so much he can do against the former champ. And now John Ritchie showing some of his amateur boxing skills. Oh my, and a knockout blow there from Jimmy Starr. And Ritchie's down and he might be out. Well, back up to his feet in the nick of time. Blow to the stomach and another one to the jaw of Jimmy Starr. And that is the end of the third round, and we are at the halfway stage of this contest.
These are dangerous days. These are dangerous days.
Seconds away, round 4.
And look at that face. Only a mother could love the face of John Ritchie. Whip Starr into the ropes, another big drop kick. Surprising athleticism for this man. A hugely experienced... Oh my, well that time he went to the well once too often. Jimmy Starr held on to the top rope. And Ritchie landed hard on the lower spine. And this time he did the same thing himself. But he gets caught out with a clothesline. Jimmy Starr really on top of his game. Making a very impressive debut here tonight on LDN Capital TV. This could be all, but no, just a 1 count. Ritchie kicks out. Fireman's carry takedown into a lateral press. Ritchie rolls him through and holds onto a leg. And from out of nowhere, John Ritchie pulled things back in round 4. It's 1-all.
Round 4 and an equalising call to gentleman John Ritchie.
Ritchie scores an equalising full there. Jimmy Starr went for that fireman's carry into a lateral press. He was hoping to emulate the success it brought him in the opening round. Instead, Ritchie used Jimmy Starr's own momentum against him. He carried him through, hooked the legs, the shoulders were down, and there was nowhere Starr could go. And as we go into the penultimate round, it's 1-all. Jimmy Starr won. Gentleman John Ritchie won. 2 rounds left. And really, it's anyone's match. Starr trying to get the LDN fans behind him, and I don't think he'll have too much problem doing that. And Ritchie, he's got that equalising fall, and he doesn't seem to be in any hurry to capitalise on the momentum of that fall. Jimmy Starr on the other hand, oh my! John Ritchie just sent crown jewels first into the corner post. And again, testicular-based offense there from the young Starr. And John Ritchie just clutching at his unmentionables. And Ritchie's going to have bruised goolies tomorrow. Starr now, he's lost that 1 full advantage, desperate to get a second pinfall over the former champion. And and Ritchie himself has slowed the pace of this matchup right down. We're in round 5. We must be about halfway through it. Jimmy Starr hesitated, and John Ritchie caught him. And he plants him over the top rope. Right in that most sensitive of areas as well. And Starr has been well and truly crotched on that top rope. But what is Gentleman John Ritchie doing? Hold on just a second. On the left-hand side of your screens, you may have just seen John Ritchie. I believe he appeared to be loosening the protective covering on the turnbuckles. And he is shielding the view from the referee, but there it is. In fact, you can see it plain as day. And referee Chris Roberts, well, he's seen it, but John Ritchie has been sent into that turnbuckle, hoisted by his own petard. And Chris Roberts planting the protective padding back on, but it's too late. Ritchie hoists Starr up for a power slam. Starr landing hard on the back. The referee's distracted with that corner padding. John Ritchie planting elbows and big knees into the lower spine of Jimmy Starr. Drops the leg across the lower back. That lumbar region, right in the kidneys. Starr's on his back in the middle of the ring. And Ritchie continuing to lay the boot in. One fall apiece, round 5. Surely John Ritchie can sniff victory now. Just takes down Jimmy Starr. And there it is, an instant submission there. With that Scorpion Deathlock from John Ritchie.
The winner of the match by 1 fall and 1 submission. Gentlemen, Mr. John Ritchie.
And just take a look at that. He took down Jimmy Starr right in the middle of the ring, hooked the leg, pulled him right back. And there was nowhere Starr could go. A Scorpion Deathlock ends things in round 5 for the youngster Jimmy Starr. And your winner in the opening contest by 2 falls to 1, former LDN champion, Gentleman John Ritchie. And indeed, he has got a rematch for the belt in 1, 2, 3 weeks' time against Yorghos right here on LDN Capital TV. Coming up later this evening, we will see Tex Benedict take on the Scottish sensation Adrian Lionheart Blair. But for now, a big win for Gentleman John Ritchie. But a great debut here for Jimmy Starr right here on Capital TV.
In the fallout from the Legends Showdown event, LDN have received the following statement from Lloyd Ryan.
Kendo Nagasaki, you have dominated me for too long, but now I've broken free, and I am passionate about getting my revenge. You treat everybody as an object, to be used up and discarded when they've served their purpose. You are truly evil, but this time you've crossed the wrong man. Believe me, you've crossed the wrong man.
Welcome, disciples of Kendo Nagasaki. This latest outburst from Lloyd Ryan will be dealt with in the same way as any other unworthy challenge from a disloyal and treacherous servant, by crushing him and his motley crew.
Introducing first, representing Boston, Massachusetts, USA, and weighing in at 12.5 stone. He is the former LDN British champion, Tex Benedict.
Well, fans, this is main event time here on this week's edition of LDN Capital TV. And we are about to see making his way to the ring, indeed, a man who is a former LDN British champion. He has also held a number of other wrestling championships, both amateur and professional, in his illustrious career. But here tonight, he is challenging once again for that British Championship. The man known only as Tex Benedict. A rather more stern Tex Benedict than we have seen in many months here in LDN. With a full Marty DeBurgi style beard to boot, showing he means business. He came out here tonight earlier at the beginning of the show. He interrupted the new champion Yorghos Christopoulos was of course being presented the belt by the LDN owner Mr. Bagger. Benedict came out and interrupted that happy occasion with one question for Yorghos, that question being, are you a fighting champion? And the answer from Yorghos was an unequivocal yes. So next week they will face each other.
His opponent from Glasgow in Scotland, coming to the ring, weighing in at 14 stone, 4 pounds, Lionheart, Adrian Blair.
So yes indeed fans, next week Benedict gets his shot at the championship. He takes on Yorghos for the LDN British Championship title. But right now he is going to have his hands more than full with the Lionheart, Adrian Blair. Very popular newcomer here in LDN, made his debut just a couple of months ago and has ratcheted up a number of wins in the meantime, rapidly becoming one of the crowd favourites. And the fans at Totteridge are delighted to see this Scottish athlete making his way to the ring. A real international battle for your main event here tonight. America versus Scotland. And Benedict knows he has got a matchup with Yorghos next week, but he cannot afford to look past Adrian Lionheart Blair. Blair is out to make a name for himself here in LDN, and he has got all the tools to accomplish those goals. And Benedict is a top star himself.
These are dangerous days. These are dangerous days.
And the matchup gets underway. And these two very evenly matched athletes go at it, they lock up. And straight away Blair gets the upper hand with a wrist lock on Benedict, nicely reversed. And again Blair goes behind. Benedict down to one knee, looking to take Blair down. Really piling on the pressure on that wrist lock. Nice forward roll escape. Into a hammerlock. Classic chain wrestling here in the main event of Capital TV. The very best that British wrestling has to offer. Benedict swings wildly behind him. Blair sees it coming and ducks. And now he's got Benedict right where he wants him in a nice headlock. Back to that wrist lock. The left arm taken down into an armbar. Benedict rolls through. Front face lock, rubbing the face of Blair in the mat. And Blair knows there's nowhere he can go from here. And Benedict clearly looking for an early submission.
I am Tex Benedict.
Well, we know exactly who you are, Sunshine. Blair back up to his feet. Great counter wrestling there from the Scottish Star. Already a big hit in his native Scotland. Now looking to make a name for himself here in LDN, and he has done so very nicely so far over the last couple of months. But he would really cement his reputation here with a win over the former champion, Tex Benedict. Now Benedict down on the mat. And Blair seemingly in control of this one. Benedict not sure where to go. Looking down to that leg. Well, I believe he raked the eyes there, and Chris Roberts has got his own suspicions. Whatever he did, it's done the job, and Blair down on his back. And he is doing everything he can to keep that left shoulder off the ground. But he left his arm prone to that maneuver there. And the joints in the arm just being bent right back.
Break his fingers, watch it. Tex, watch the fingers.
But out of nowhere, Blair able to reverse that again into a front face lock. Back and forth chain wrestling, move and counter move. And Adrian Blair, a very solid wrestler in his own right. Tex Benedict, of course, an accomplished athlete, former LDN British champion. And indeed, a big fan of the British style. He said he grew up watching tapes of the likes of Johnny Saint and Johnny Kidd, both of whom we've seen here on LDN Capital TV, and both of whom we will continue to see in the weeks and months to come. And Blair sent flying. Benedict keeps on him. Stomps the back. Just knocking the wind out of Adrian Blair. Nice leg scissors. Using that bottom rope for leverage. And Benedict looked like he was about to burst a blood vessel. I don't think I've ever seen him so aggressive. Something is really getting to this man. And ever since he turned his back on the fans and on his former friend Mike Mendoza, well, Benedict just hasn't been the same. He has got that cocky sneer about him, a real attitude problem. Nice butterfly suplex. Sends Blair over onto his back, lateral press. Blair kicks out on one. But Benedict very focused here on scoring the win. Benedict, of course, took a lengthy sabbatical last year after suffering a minor injury. And when he returned, things just weren't the same. He said he took the time off to put things into perspective. Some people might say it was too much perspective. A sitting abdominal stretch there on the Lionheart. And Lionheart in absolute agony. And Benedict in total control at this point. Well, Roberts saw the closed fist there and he breaks that. But the damage may have been done, but no. Blair still finding the wherewithal to kick out. And this is great main event action here on Capital TV at the All Saints Arts Centre in Todridge. Lionheart back up to his feet, but he's whipped into the corner. Catches Benedict coming in, sends him to the apron. Benedict in no man's land, but he comes over the top and hooks the leg of Blair, and a 2 count. And that was very close indeed. Benedict launched himself from the apron with a flying shoulder tackle, just knocking Blair clean off his feet. Got a cover from nowhere. But still, Adrian Lionheart Blair kicks out. A strong and tenacious athlete from north of the border. But he has got his hands full with the man from Boston, Massachusetts. Former LDN champion Tex Benedict. Former LDN champion, indeed he may well be the next LDN champion, because next week here on Capital TV, he faces Yorghos for that belt, and he's just slipped over. He has just slipped over. And he is not going to be able to get away with a mistake like that next week on Capital TV. He is embarrassed and humiliated. And what's more, he has bought Adrian Blair some time to recover from the injuries that he suffered, but no, he gets caught. Shoulder to the ribs. Winding the young Scotsman. And a big leg to the windpipe. And Benedict continuing to pile on the punishment. Blair staggering to the middle of the ring. Clutching his head, but a missile drop kick from the back. And that may be enough to put the young man down. Benedict finally crawls over for the cover. But by this stage it's too late. Blair already close enough to the ropes. Just grabs that bottom rope and the pinfall is broken up. Blair looking for a comeback. He's digging down deep. Big blow to the midsection. He's back up on his feet. He has got Benedict reeling, but Benedict reverses it. But no, he tastes a boot. He tastes a boot, and Benedict is reeling. He is reeling in the center of the ring. He turns around, and now Blair comes off the top. Flying cross body, hooks the legs, clean in the middle of the ring. But just a 2 count. Just a 2 count from Adrian Blair, and what is it going to take to put either of these men away? A hard-hitting matchup here on Capital TV. Blair misses with the clothesline. Benedict connects with a flying kick. But who will be able to capitalize first? Both men down, but Benedict back up on one knee. He's up on his feet. Blair is still down. Benedict getting his foe in position, but is he wasting time? Is he taking too much time? There's a drop kick. The leg was hooked, but still the Lionheart kicks out. And young Adrian Blair showing he really does have the heart of a lion. The fans here willing Blair back up to his feet. Benedict looking to put him away, but again he misses with a pair of clotheslines. And on the third time round, both men have the same idea, and both men land hard. The referee counting both men down. And we may very well see, well no, we're clearly not going to see a double knockout, but hang on a second. Hang on just a second, Benedict was just up. And I believe the man is playing possum. Benedict is absolutely fine. And Blair is not aware of this. Blair looking to put Benedict away. He can't believe his good fortune, but fans, you and I know better. Blair is going up top, but I think he's going to be met with a rather nasty surprise. As Benedict launches back up to his feet and catches him with a snap suplex off the top. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and he got it. He got it. Tex Benedict was playing possum. He lulled Adrian Blair into a full sense of security. The Lionheart went up top. Benedict caught him with a belly-to-belly suplex out of nowhere. Take a look at that. What speed and agility from Tex Benedict, and you have to admire the sheer athleticism. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, 3, and there is your winner in the main event of this week's Capital TV, Tex Benedict. A marvellous showing there from the Lionheart, Adrian Blair. But at the end of the evening, the man with his hand raised by the referee, Tex Benedict, and here's the man who will go on to challenge next week for the LDN British Championship title against your champion and mine, Yorghos Christopoulos. Also, fans, we will see the debut of two new stars here at LDN next week. David DeVille, LDN's top student from the LDN Academy, and Lee Walker, a former paratrooper who served for his country in Iraq. All of that to come next week here on Capital TV, but right now we are out of time and we will see you next week on the Fight Network.